Okay. Let's see if we can get the buttons working. Hang on a sec. Boop. Hey, it works. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thursday evening live stream. We are on ForgeCraft this evening doing some Minecraft 1.10.2. It is a we this evening because Mr. TTFT Cuts is with me this evening. How are you, Cuts?
They changed the emote.
What do you mean, the emote?
Yeah, the one for, like, you know, saying hi and stuff. They've changed what the emoticon looks like.
Cheer, salute, wave. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Okay, over in chat. Yes, there have been some changes. And it still doesn't show up in Restream.io's chat client. Yay. Okay. Let's see. I'm Master Blaster's here. Nothing like a hot Friday afternoon in Australia. Having water and watching Vagram. Hi, Master Blaster. Hello, Australia. The Kiro 5505 is here. We've got Yuri Koster here, Donny Mims, and I think Master Blaster was the first one in the door. And Wirewolf. Yes. Wirewolf points it out. YouTube Gaming got a chat update. You can actually do @ and then the person's name. If you do @ and then start typing a name, it'll have tab autocomplete or tab inline complete for viewer names. Now, the only hitch I've seen is the the streamer doesn't get listed in the active viewers list. I think that's a bug. So I don't think you can tab autocomplete to my name, but you can do it to others and it highlights the name just like in Twitch. Perfect timing. I'll probably be watching for 30-40 minutes and I have to pick up my sister to go watch Moana. Oh, you're gonna have to tell me how that is, Kira. Don't spoil it, but let me know on Twitter or something. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Just give me a simple that way. I would appreciate it because the wife and I
everything I've heard so far is good.
Yeah. I've heard good things so far too. So yeah. Ooh, Dave Bayram, what's going on? Mr. Stormcloud. Let's see. Oh, Sin Eyes is here also. Yeah, so a couple of things business-wise before we get started. First of all, YouTube Gaming's chat client did finally get updated, and there's some quality of life things. They've also screwed up a couple of things in the process, but it wouldn't be YouTube if that didn't happen. Point number 2. There are a lot of big-name YouTuber channels that are talking about how they've had active viewers unsubscribed from their channels, and those viewers cannot resubscribe. There's been video evidence, several indications of this video evidence showing that if you resubscribe to an unsubscribed channel and then hit F5, the page refreshes and you're unsubscribed still. So make sure you're going through and checking, keeping an active view, not just on my channel. I'm talking about all those people that you actually watch on a daily basis or a semi-daily basis, during the course of a week. Make sure you're keeping track of who you watch and look for those missing channels, kind of do an audit if you can every once in a while. And if it's bugged, definitely say something about it to @TeamYouTube on Twitter. They need to know. Marcus Spilchuk says, hey, Vagram, haven't been able to catch a stream in a bit. I'm glad you could this evening. Very good to see you, Marcus. Master Blaster asks, what are you doing in Minecraft today? That is the question. I have a couple of ideas. We'll go over that in just a second. Birdcraft is with us. He says, yay, random thingies. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and actually switch over to in-game footage here real quick. There's Mr. Cut standing there like a zombie staring at something.
New things, new recipes, looking at the...
He's moving. Oh yeah, that's problem number 1. Hang on a sec. We have some... Where did I put them? Oh yeah, it's upstairs. I forgot. First of all, I'm going to go get There's redstone. Ta-da! Stack of redstone. And I'm going to go kickstart the new generators in the basement. Yes. Go over here. Whee! We're going to put some of that in there. That should start getting the juice blowing.
So many weird and new generators in EXU.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the old generators have returned with new textures, basically. And there's only...
Oh, there's new ones as well.
Yes, there are a couple new ones, actually, yeah. Let's see. That's empty. That's empty. I do not think we have power to the main system yet. And wireless transmitter in range. Okay, let's see if we can kickstart things. Do I have a bucket? No, of course I don't have a bucket. Whoop. Things are coming alive. Yep, here we go. Lava is being pumped in, pumped out. The generators are kicking on, which means I can probably come up here and really get wild and reckless. I'm going to get a thing of TNT and put it into what I've determined as the owie generator. There we go. Okay. Things are off to a rousing start now. Thank you very much. Power is flowing, I think. I'm actually just going to go back over to the old base real quick and get things started. Hey, Arseg, what's going on? Yeah, no teleportation. Let's get that kick-started that way. Still making more generators downstairs, so we are constantly positive. Right now, we are barely negative. But we're getting there. Okay. Yeah, S-Dub says, I made it. Arseg is the door greeter. Found out you were able to automate buckets of water with refined storage and Ender IO using a tank and a crafter and an importer. That's interesting, Master Blaster. Very interesting. Somebody asked earlier, I think Master Blaster asked, what we're up to this evening. I have thoughts about trying to see if I can get a better system going for mana for Botania.
Spikes are back.
What? Spikes?
Spikes are back.
What do you mean spikes
Yes.
are back?
Well, we have spikes and EXU now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't looked at those things in a while.
And mini chests. Hooray!
Yep. There are several things that we still need to do, like I need to actually get, we need to make some extra parts for refined storage so that we can have some extra crafting slots. I want to make it so that I can auto-craft water mills. I think that would be a valuable, actually we have a couple of spots I could probably do it. I think that would be a valuable usage of resources because, we do actually have some crafting slots. Never mind. Water mills would be very, very useful, specifically because I've seen some designs from you folks in the community. I need to get some more grid power going, and there's a good 9x9 layout that has been shown to me that I think could be really, really neat. Let's see. S-Dubs asks, oh, hey, there's Brad Batzlaff. Hey, Brad, what's going on? His name rolls off the tongue. I always remember it. Brad Batzlaff. They are the floating flowers. This is S-Dubs asking. They are the floating flowers recipes showing for you in Botania because I tried to make a floating thermal lily and the recipe didn't work. Okay, there's probably one step you're forgetting. You can't make a floating flower. You can't make a floating complex flower, like a crafted thing to generate. You can't even make a floating normal flower. What you have to do is make a floating glimmering flower. You get a flower and combine it with 2 glowstone dust. That makes it glow in the dark. Then you get that. You put that above a pasture seed, above a dirt block, I think it is, straight vertical, and that will put it on a floating flower. Then you can actually get it and replace it. You can basically transplant it with one of the existing ones. I think if we have a little bit of glowstone, I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. Have you automated mana items? Have not automated that just yet because we do not have a consistent enough generation source for mana. Let's see. I'm just going to get, we have a lot of these, so I get one of these. I have some dirt. Whoa, no, that was wrong. And I'm going to get one of these. Pasture seed. So what you do, flower, glimmering flower, and I think you do that, you get a floating flower, And then I can get any one of these if I wanted to and turn that, transplant it like this one. Let's get one of these endoplanes, right? Get, ta-da, floating endoflame. Works too. Let's get a block of coal. And yes, put it down. Genius. Genius, Vagram. Gonna get one of these. Toss it right there. Oh, that's already in the right mode. Perfect. I like keeping backup tablets of mana. I don't have any mana stuff that I'm using on a day-to-day basis to carry one in my inventory yet, but it's always useful when you're doing big batches of things. That is not full yet. Okay, we're going to let that sit for just a second. Yeah, S-dubs, everybody always, I still forget that step of making it a glimmering flower first. Then you make it into a floating flower and transplant the complex one, the simple one with the complex one. I always forget that.
I made a thing.
You made a thing? What did you, uh-oh. Is that a deep dark portal?
Yes.
Hey! In the house? Or that thing's not hazardous, right? We can just stick it down in the house somewhere.
I honestly have no idea anymore. It's suspiciously cheap to build.
Okay, I tell you what. Do you want to put it back here somewhere? Just in case?
Maybe put it, like, over here.
There is another option. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. You see way over this direction that I'm facing? There's a little another portal over there?
Mm-hmm.
Go stick it on that island. It's far away from everything.
I'll put it on the one next to it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's a full tablet. That's awesome. You can see the effect on this endoflame. It is, in fact, functioning. So, yeah. The benefit of the floating islands are the fact that it stops liquid, whereas the normal flowers do not. So floating, like I used to do floating hydrangeas in a vertical water column, you could just stack them vertically, and it would stop the water from flowing out and breaking the flower. But that doesn't always work now. In terms of hydrangeas now wither, so I think you end up with a dead bush on a floating flower. Or floating dirt. So, okay. Let's see. Okay, Arseg says the Gourmaryllis, I think that is how it's called, can make a ton of mana with toast sandwiches. I was thinking about that, right? What I was thinking about, we actually have a farm here that has a dead spot in it. What the...
Has to be carefully regulated, though, otherwise it'll just eat all the food with no gain.
I figured we would just drop it on a timer, like drop one toast sandwich every, I don't know, half a minute, whatever. Is that not a thing?
Well, no, you could, if you knew the time for it. If it was a consistent thing, I suppose, yes.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm not curious. I'm not curious about. I am curious about. I'm not sure about. Brain. Behave. The portal is safe, says Brad Batslap, in regard to the deep dark portal. The Isle of Portals. Yeah, exactly, Werewolf. Don't explodey things for you. We know where that leads. Celebratory booms. The deep dark doesn't hurt you in the dark. Really? It doesn't hurt you in the dark anymore, says Master Blaster? Has that been changed?
Find out.
I actually thought that was a cool feature on the deep dark. You know? It's one of those, here's a really nice mining dimension, but there's a downside. Okay, I'm going to...
Want to take a look?
Are you taking a look?
I don't know, I haven't yet.
First,
I'm not going to without you.
First, I'm gonna put some stuff up here in the house, and next thing I'm going to have to do, of course, is sleep.
I mean, not that I couldn't, but I want to because it's your stream.
Thank you, Sineyes. Sineyes reminds me, Vagram, don't forget to test out TOP accuracy versus Wayla. We've had some debates on the accuracy of TOP. I've sworn, as of late, there have been instances where I have seen problems with TOP in its accuracy of what it shows in comparison to.
Well, it does the correct block picking instead of the general block type. So it shows, like, for instance, the Deep Dark portal, while it shows us, well, Overworld portal, where it isn't.
Yeah. I'm not even sure I have. I on here, we actually have to, I think I have a, do I have a one probe? Yeah, I do. Hang on.
Apparently, you can configure it to just not need it. Like I have a README, and I was able to change it, and it would change it for me on the client, and I could see things without having to have a probe.
Really? It changed it for you?
Yeah.
I have that README. I think I put it in a chest back at the base. Okay. First thing, let's get a giant sword out. And let's... Wow, that's not weird at all. I'm getting this very strange kind of spirally effect. Fading out, and whoop, wait a minute. I have loaded somewhere. This is new. Let's...
Yeah, he's been messing around with the idea of portal textures.
Good gravy. Okay. Let's do Tough Tunnel. And it is safe in here, by the way.
Whoa, okay. What just happened to me?
What do you mean what just happened to you?
I ended up back in the overworld. Okay, what?
It probably started teleporting you. Did you right click or what?
Yeah, probably because it took so long to load that it put me back out again.
I think I don't know if you right click, if you would just stand on it and stare.
Just stand on it.
That seems like a flaw.
And it was because I was still standing on it too long. Okay, we are at height 179, so everything is below us.
Yep. I'm making a tunnel. Let's say Liam Tube HQ, hey Vagram, when will VC4 released? I'm so hyped. As a whole bunch of other people just told you, 1.0 is technically out. However, Friday, I'm going to try and push out a 1.1 that's going to push out some of the last missing features and mods in the pack. But it is playable, and there will not be any major changes in it unless something really horrible happens. So you can go ahead and start a world now if you want to. But it is out on the Curse Launcher. Just search for me by name, and you will find it.
How far does that thing go?
32 blocks, absolute max for Psy. So basically, I just let it go out until Psy starts giving me an error message. No blocks in the targeting range. Which is going to be soonish. And I mean, it looks well and plenty dark down there, so...
I was going to put some lights in.
Oh, I didn't get all of it. Hang on a sec. Messy, messy, messy. Okay, technically, we have flight rings, right? Yeah, okay, it works. So I can just dig down. Let's go. I don't know. I'm expecting a big open cavern, right?
We might be about 50 blocks too high. But yeah, there should be. If it's anything like it was before.
I'm at 145. Whoop. Wait. Oh, God. A little bit of lag spike there. 126. There we go. I'm descending into the darkness. I'm intentionally descending into the darkness with no lights on. I think they're being serious with us. Whoop, wait a minute. What? Oh, that doesn't count. That's an arrow. I was about to say, wait, I'm taking damn it. No, that's a skeleton with poor aim. Hey, there's lava here now and water. That's new.
Oh, they're eager. There's arrows.
Let's do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. And yeah, this is definitely, hey, leave me alone. Shooting arrows in my butt. That's definitely usable, man. Of course, it's a death drop if you don't have a flight ring, but that's not the point. Minor design flaw. This is where I
There you
missed.
go, put a beacon in now.
This is where I missed the rope ladders from open blocks.
Well, you say that, but it appears Vasky added stone ladders to Quark, which support themselves.
Really? That's nice. Oh, Effect 2.0. What's going on, man? What mod is that gun-looking thing from? Liam, that mod is Psi, P-S-I, by Vasky, same person that made Botania. You will be seeing a lot of that in VC4. We are going to get into it. So the dark doesn't hurt anymore. Are the mobs normal? I'm not sure. Do we need
I bet they're nasty.
Let's go get hit by one.
Find out. I wouldn't recommend that.
Whoop.
Well, they seem to have normal health.
Whoa! Yeah, it's not that big a deal. If they have a damage boost, it's not that big.
Yeah, they don't seem to be spamming all the particles, so it doesn't look like they're kind of cursed earth enemies anymore like they used to be.
Yeah. So that's cool. That means it's a bit more normal player or casual player usable. The casual folks like myself don't have to get so paranoid about going into the deep dark. I'm going to sing...
Question is, though, is it still double ore or not? Or is it just another world for digging?
Well, I dug a long hallway and a vertical shaft and saw 0 ores both times.
Well, you wouldn't up here.
What, up top?
Yeah, you wouldn't up top.
I thought you could still find ores up top.
Well, think about it. Where do ores generate in the normal world? It's not a Y178. All it does, or all it did, was take the exact same ore generation as Overworld and just run it twice.
No, you're right. The highest ores that generate would be Y96, which is like apatite and copper, I think. Or at least old copper used to be that way. That's a good point, Cuts. Actually, I'm not sure if it's double ore or not. I'm back in the overworld, by the way. If you're over there, you're by yourself.
Okay.
I like Botania.
There's a squid.
Says Liam. Yeah, there's squid in the water, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, Liam Tube says, I like Botania. I have my moments with it. It's a good mod. And theory. Effect, I am good. I hope you're good as well. Mr. Effect 2.0 is the only person that has socks in our shop. If you want some boom socks, go get them over at shop.bagram.com. And all the money goes to him.
Wow.
Rush Nevada is the darkness that hurts. There is a mod that does that, though. Oh, there's a standalone mod that makes darkness ouchy. Ooh, that sounds rough.
Well, there's one that adds a monster in the void below the world.
That one's a little, say, buggy. That mod's a little weird. Okay. The chests, the wooden crates from Immersive Engineering look like Christmas packages now.
Yes, they do. For a while.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I'd swear that the refined storage machine blocks, the actual blocks, got a slight texture overhaul. I don't seem to remember the sides of the machines using that same kind of Cyanide X unified texture. I don't remember that. That looks different to me. Maybe I'm just going wacky. And this thing looks different too. The processing pattern encoder, it looks different to me. Okay, oh, big change, Mr. Cuts. Where are you, Cutsy?
Still in the deep dark.
Come back to Chalet real quick. I have something I need to show you. You might already know about it, but I'm going to show you anyway. Burgosaurus Rex asks, are the socks squishy? If you walk through the right substance, yes. Gross, but yes. Cyanide X did in fact overhaul the refined storage texture, says Illucent. Thank you, Illucent. I didn't know that. Poor Mr. Cyanide X is a good friend of mine, and I love giving him grief over how he ruins the looks of my mods. He's probably tired of it by now, but whatever. Socks in the shower.
New subscriber.
Ooh, Shamandaro's just subscribed. Thank you very much for the subscription. That reminds me, I forgot to do alerts for Twitch. I always forget. Okay. Follow me underwater. You should see a pinpoint of light. More than, exactly. This is the basement.
Okay.
Exactly. So we have two magmatic generators. This is a redstone generator. This does pretty good on power. I usually have to kickstart it with some redstone. We have a TNT generator over here by itself because it was being a naughty child. This is all pulling lava from a Serenade of the Nether ritual from blood magic. And it is being stored in this 64K, these two 64K fluid storage.
Nice.
So this is the fun part. Network receiver. This all is hooked up to the main network upstairs, which means you can now get buckets of lava wirelessly on the main network.
Nice.
Yes, it's very cool. I'm going to expand more down here. Like we have this little room right here next to where you're standing. That is a water mill that I needed to make to push me over the power. I was going over my XU power grid limits, so I had to make that to kind of boost it above the limit. I probably want to make more of those behind that wall, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Speaking of which, to access any of these, I need to have power sharing turned on.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
again, it goes off.
XU power sharing. Hang on a sec. Cuts. There we go. Sharing. So, yeah. Some of these have speed upgrades. Yeah. The speed upgrades stack up to 20 times, but each one of those speed upgrades costs you 1 power grid.
That's a pretty interesting way to do it.
It at least makes the power grid useful.
Not that flight wasn't already useful or anything.
Yeah, but that's the only thing it's useful for, really. It's flight and, comma. That's it. Effect 2.0 asks, so what does everybody think of the new YTG chat? I like the new YTG chat. My bigger love is the fact that they fixed the moderation tools. So, my actual moderators can ban people now if they need to. Oh, by the way, if you get this wireless grid right here in your hand, you can actually fly up here and use the wireless on the Refine storage.
Nice.
So sometimes I'll go up here, get some redstone, and then come back down to stick it in the heated redstone generator, which is actually, we need to do that. Let me do this real quick. Redstone.
It doesn't have its other thing because we don't have thermal foundation.
Yeah, unfortunately. There we go. Huge power.
Good thing we... Oh no, what if we run out of redstone? Cough, cough, cough.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Well, I don't know if you remember, way back in the day, you found, when we were first exploring after the server started, you found a desert temple. And you actually dug... Ow. You dug the TNT out of the floor.
Oh, no way, we're still using it.
That TNT is what's being used in that generator right now.
Oh.
Yep, we still have 5 blocks left. Woohoo! Okay, time to go upstairs.
We came with that getting blown up.
Yeah, it actually doesn't hurt too bad, but still. I'm going to go sleep real quick. Oh, yeah. Because beds are complicated now. I have to click what the pillow is. Back to you. I need hot chocolate. Hashtag blame Jen. And she's holding up a mug right now. Sneeze. Oh, God. Thank you. I know I'm going to sound repetitive, but when is a VC4 series going live on YouTube? The cliffhanger that you gave us in VC3 is killing me. Actually, we are probably going to be recording episode 1 tomorrow night. I think. I'm going to try. Which, of course, brings the question, Mr. Effect 2.0, if you're still out there, are you going to be joining us? He is a Bermigo, and the Bermigos have an official invite by the Grimco crew, so he's got an open slot if he wants it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, now that the pack is live and we're getting the updates out, literally within the next week, we are going to have episode 1 up. Hey, Ask McCat, what's going on, man? Liam Tube says, I'll make my own mod pack with some of those mods, and I'll make you a special person in it. Thank you very much, Liam Tube. I appreciate it. Yes, Kiro, thank you very much. Have a good evening. Let me know how Moana is. I've heard good things about Moana, but I like hearing more. So, yeah. Rogue One apparently is opening in the next couple of weeks, I think it is. And it's already breaking records on pre-ticket sales, which is amazing. Okay, we were going to do something, and I need to go look. So, we have been looking at... Oh, wait a minute. I've got the book with me. Duh. Akashic Tome, please change to something I need. There we go. One of the more super useful mods that I really do like, super useful but simple mods that I really like by Vazkey is the Akashic Tome mod. Basically, where is the Akashic? There we go. You make this thing, oak bookshelf and a book, and it creates this book that you can then get and craft it together. You put the Akashic Tome and a book from whatever manual, in-game book, into the crafting grid, and it comes out with the Akashic Tome, and it contains that book. So you just left click and then right click to change, and I got all my stuff in here. So super useful. I really do like it. Let's right click open. So generating. I think a simple solution, I could do a Gourmaryllis right now and use all of the wheat that we've actually got at our disposal from the wheat farms. We haven't been automating it, but I do have a lot of wheat lying around that we could use to make some toast sandwiches and do some quick bursts of. That is something I think would be good. Okay, here you go, Cuts. The amount of time it takes to digest a delicacy depends upon its nutritional value. In layman's terms, the amount of food points it restores. So a steak will take 4 seconds to digest.
Okay.
An apple will take 2, a loaf of bread will take 2, 2.5, and so on. So if we look at, I've got cooked chicken, that would in theory take 3 seconds. If we look at toast, you do toast sandwich, that would take 4 seconds, I think.
Yep, produce a lot of power on a lunatic.
Yeah, so the amount of mana created also makes use of this value, but in a way where the more points the food heals, the more efficient it is. For example, a single steak will produce more mana than 2 apples, both absolutely and per second, which I think is the nutritional value,
Yeah, saturation.
The saturation, yes, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I need a Rune of Fire and a Rune of Summer. Do I have a Rune of Fire sitting around somewhere? Hey, look, I do. Rune of Summer is air and earth. What's up?
These have been redone as well? The Blood Altar's been redone?
Has it?
Well, I mean, it's square now.
Oh, you mean instead of having the slope in?
It's a circle. Well, octagon.
Buh. You've been staring at that more than I have over the course of the last couple of months, so I'm not the best subject. Okay, let's see. I want to get... First of all, I don't really need that right now. Let's do that. Okay, so I need 2 blocks of sand, melon, and a slime ball. Let's get closer to the house real quick. I need to do a wireless connection to this little network out here. A remote network connection. Then I could put a wireless point on it, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, that's something I wanted to check real quick. Before I forget. Wireless. Nope, where is it? There we go. It needs to be placed on cable. Okay. Make one of those, put it back in. Get this. Okay, I'm curious if I get this and put it over here. Actually, the better test is going to be doing it downstairs, because I should see the whole network downstairs. Somebody's probably screaming in chat right now. It's not going to work. Oh my God, it does work. Okay, that's awesome. Another point in refined storage's favor, to be sure. Well, you can probably do the same thing with AE2. I'd be shocked, but it's probably more complex. Okay, I need sand. 1, 2. I need slime. Need just one of those. Melons. We should have some. There we go, sitting around. Because I had some that I was harvesting and growing back at the old house. We did the redid the blood altar model. I think it got updated recently. We did have an update to blood magic recently. If you had ex nihilo, the best food are silkworms, 1 second of time, all the mana. Interesting. Hey Taz, what's going on? Stuffed eggplant I actually do think is pretty good. But I'm looking for something that we can start simple off with right now and work from there. Okay, let's get this and the, oh yeah, I need to redo that. We need here we go. And that is ready. Get some living rock.
Inhale and exhale.
There we go. Do what? Oh yeah, that's still bugged. I forgot to tell Vazky about that. Whoopsie. We're in a summer. Okay, so now we go back. Yellow, yellow, 2 light grays, and a red. Yellow. Yeah, light gray. And wait a minute, red. Okay, this needs to go. And I think I get these. And that equals something. Oh, there we go. So now we have Gourmaryllis. And honestly, I could plonk this thing down anywhere if I wanted to. And wait a minute. Whoa, okay. It is definitely eating them. That's chicken. Let's get some toast. Toast sandwiches. Wow, okay. Might need to improve, might be time to improve the mana spreader. Ooh, what, where? Weird. First time I've been able to keep catch an actual Enderman with my bounce spell in a long time. Okay, if I remember right, there is a bucket right here. I'm gonna go sploosh, sploosh. I'm gonna put that back up. So basically, what I'm waiting for right now. Okay, tell you what, let's do it this way. I'm gonna wait for that to fill up and catch up on chat. The stuffed eggplant is simpler to make and no extra RF cost. Make a market from Pam's. We actually have one back at the old house. Wooden and emerald. Yeah, yeah. Hashtag mana in progress. Hey, Vermeer Jacob, what's going on? Do an Ender.io Mac farm. Mac farm? With a crafter and boom. Might be wrong, but stuffed eggplant tastes tofu, right? Actually, we went over this last time. Is that... That's full. This is making... Good grief.
Yeah, that shortcut with the garlic and eggplant is just hilariously easy.
Yeah, so if we do eggplant, if you look at stuffed eggplant, right? There's onion, eggplant, butter, bell pepper, eggs, or tofu, or whatever. But then there's this one that is garlic and eggplant. That's it. We could auto-craft that. We could grow both of those on a farm, automate the farm, and have everything pumped into an auto-crafter, like an Ender.io one, or, you know, an RF Tools one. And have that auto-crafter just use that stuff, because the bakeware doesn't take damage. So you just craft these things over and over and pipe them into a dropper, and it will do, I guess it will take 5 seconds. So, I mean, basically, as long as you're dropping one eggplant every 5 or 6 seconds, you won't be overusing. The only thing is, I'm already hitting mana storage problems with this one flower that I've got. I mean, I am... If you see, this pool is linked to this one as a master pool. As soon as this one's getting run out, it's pulling from this one, in addition to what this is picking up from this flower. This thing is staying full constantly. See, that's a third tablet. It is dark and it is raining. I need to go sleep. Hang on. So yeah, the Gourmaryllis. Jelena learned about that stuffed eggplant recipe. That's pretty funny, says Illusion. Yeah. John Heibel, what's going on? Have you seen Valkyrian Warfare? What is that, John? I haven't heard of that. Is that a game on Steam or a PC game or what? Bind the spreader to the empty mana pool. This thing? I could do that. I'm just not sure what the transfer rate on this one was, faster or what. But I mean, look. Let's see. Okay, this is empty, right? Totally empty flower. It went up to half in almost instantaneously. See, and then it goes up to half. It kind of comes in pulses. It'll get the food, and then you'll get a kind of like a second or two later, you'll get a big pulse of mana into the flower. Man. This one says it's sending from here to there, but... Ah, no. There we go. Ugh. You can't see all the crazy particles, huh?
I saw stuff fly across. Hello, Enderman. Another one.
There are a ton.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. He's under a tree.
I didn't know how under the tree he was. Whee!
Goes up and then teleports sideways.
Mm-hmm. They're weird. Okay. I think... Okay, you get the kind of the eating animation. It looks like it's consuming food, but you only get mana from it if you get that kind of particles when you're normally eating food and the bits fly off of it. If you don't see that, it's not actually generating mana.
Yeah, it will consume, but not actually do anything with it if it...
Yeah, see, there's another one that it actually...
Yeah.
And that does. It just bread sandwiches alone generates a lot of mana. So, I mean, you could drop one of those, a toasted sandwich, once every 10 seconds. You could be conservative and say 10 seconds. The sparks are a faster way to transfer mana. Okay, I didn't know that, Arseg. Thank you. Where the mana spreaders are like Ender IO conduits, the sparks are like Tesseract. Okay, that's interesting. Elucin says, also, hi, Kieran Dave. I'm going to scroll back here real quick, make sure I didn't miss something. I'm actually learning a lot of stuff. Nope. Okay. Awesome. I'm learning a lot of stuff about this. This is all very, very new to me, but I could see... Whoa. Yeah, see, if you throw one toasted sandwich at it and it eats it, and you see the crunchy particles like it's eating it, then the second one, it just disappears. That one you don't get mana from. So yeah, it is consuming, but not always generating. That one did. But if I throw another one, it just vanishes. That one won't. Which is fascinating. Are we? See, it seems like a whole bunch of mana is getting dumped into this. Oh, it's getting spread over here. Oh.
Sorry, I'm trading.
What are you doing?
Making things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead, man. As long as that mana is going somewhere. I was worried it was being wasted. We actually have some coal blocks. I can do... There we go. Endo flames and a bit of a time delay. I think that'll take... Yep, take 4 coal blocks and then it tops out. What are you? Just the light blue flower. Flower. Okay, awesome. So I'm thinking, you can transfer to multiple mana pools at the same time. It will eat one item about every 4 seconds with the toast, says Brad Batslab. And that basically, that matches up. I could see doing it once every 5, just to make sure, account for a little bit of lag or whatnot with the server. If you drop them faster, you're just wasting food, yeah. I keep thinking Cuts is the Ender Dragon, says Ferg. Is it the armor? Oh, it's the wings in the armor. That makes sense. Every time he flies above you. Cuts the magic dragon. There we go. Cuts the magic dragon. Now we need a shirt for that.
New subscriber.
You're going to need to repoint them.
Yeah. Cody Harrington, thank you very much for the subscription.
And probably rebind the flower, I don't know.
The flowers auto bind if you don't mess with them.
Okay.
Because if I go
So
over
this
here,
will have a much higher throughput.
yeah, see, if I highlight these flowers, they're automatically looking at the new ones.
Yeah, much higher throughput with these.
So now we go like this. Count to 4 in my head mentally. It's kind of hard. You can see the smoke. There we go. And we get... The Gourmaryllis makes a lot, and it dumps it pretty quick. I mean, assuming it's got the same size of meter as some of the other flowers, you can get hit halfway on that meter real quick.
Oh, hey, this stuff finally came through.
I was about to say, what are you tossing through over there?
Living wood to get Dreamwood.
I swear it looks like you just went through the portal and disappeared.
Well, I went around the back of it.
But I didn't see you. You lagged through it, so you were there, and then you weren't there for a second.
Yeah, it was a bit laggy. I was picking stuff up.
Okay, so... let me think. We can't keep that there forever. We have this thing. It's actually got a little bit of storage in it. But I'm thinking what I might do if I get this and hook it up to the main network, it doesn't need its own power source anymore. It pulls power from the main network, which means we could get this photovoltaic cell right here and move it back into the house and hook it up somewhere. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. Hang on. I'm going to connect that remotely to the main network, and we can move that because that's 160 RF per tick that's basically going to waste doing nothing. Okay, I need the transmitter on this side. That's the part we screwed up. Last time. Let's do @refined storage. Then when we do this, that's what I want. I don't have any of that. I need 6 advanced processors and then the cores. Let's do that. That. I'm going to wait on that, actually. I've learned. Let's see. Mana spreaders are like the wooden pipes in Buildcraft, meaning that they will take the mana from a flower and put it in the pool, but from the input mana pool, it's better go with sparks.
Vagrant Vision request.
Oh, I can do that. Hang on a sec. Let me press a button. This is going to confuse all the new folks. Wait for it. There we go.
And so it should.
And so it should. Burgosaurus Rex says, that's okay, Donnie. Bagram blames most crazy things on me. That's 100% true. Ferg is my eternal scapegoat. Yes, if we do this without any changes to it, it's going to keep making infinite living wood and rock. So that is one thing we want. That's a good point. We want to do that. We want to make a change to that setup first. We have 6 of those. I want to do 2 of those. And I can watch here all the progress. There's 1. And there's 2. And then I need...
You have the wand. I'm going to need you to boop a thing.
Are you back at the house? Where are you?
At the Botania stuff.
Oh, I have the wand. Hang on just a sec. Let me run it out there to you. I have my
I just need you to boop the altar.
Boop the altar?
Yeah, to make it craft.
Oh. There you go.
Thank you.
Dun dun dun. It's magic. I'm curious. I'm seeing a lot of Endermen today. Construction.
And now they have even more throughput.
The Enderman?
The spreaders. I put potency lenses.
Oh, geez, really? It's getting dark. The night is dark and full of yada yada yada. Yeah, it's a good point, Brad. We will actually change that here in just a second, but I want to get the parts made first before we hook it up. Let's see. We can do 2. Whoop. Wait a minute. We need to do... I'm just going to do a stack. Put that back in the system. It will let me. No. Get one of those. So we're going to do a network transmitter. Put all that back. Network receiver.
Wow. Okay, I threw a toast sandwich in, and the amount of mana went through in about 2 seconds.
So it's basically transmitting it as quick as it can make it, it seems like.
More or less, at the moment. I mean, this is a massive upgrade from a no-lens basic spreader. Way, way higher.
Network card. Okay, awesome. So basically what I have to do...
The only better would be a Gaia spreader, but that requires the Gaia spirits, so that's a not so straightforward.
Transmitter. I'm going to go over here. Okay, temporarily...
What do you want me to do?
Redstone. How would we give a redstone signal to all of these? Would this have to be just one big set of levers or what?
More or less. Or something to transmit. Why? What do you need?
I want to. We're connecting this back to the main system in the house, which means if we do that, it's going to keep making living wood and living stone constantly.
Okay.
So we either need an on-off switch, or we need a. I'm actually going to do this. We need either an on-off switch, or we need a method for controlling and making sure it's not hooked up yet. I'm going to wait until you give me the okay.
Well, with appropriate redstone and a level emitter, we could control it so it automatically keeps it at a, if the amount of living wood or living stone is lower than X, turn it on.
Okay.
That might work. I don't know.
You want to just disconnect the cables for now?
Well, whatever you did, the whole thing is no. Oh, because you took off the solar panel.
Yep, it's got no power. Okay, now we're really power positive because we've got that 160 solar panel back. Woohoo!
Oh no, there's a thing. Well, yeah, but you could put a lever onto the controller on this side, but then you wouldn't be able to access the stuff that's in the storage.
Oh crap! Wait a minute. We need to break the controller. We can't have a controller on both ends. I'm gonna need
Right. So how does the receiver work with respect to how many channels it has? That doesn't have channels, do it?
Yeah, I was about to say it doesn't have.
Never mind.
Take this off. We're gonna replace this. I have to shift right click again to rebind it to the new location. That's the screw up we made on Tuesday. I say we. I'm blaming everybody for my mistakes. Oh God. Lag. Fall out of the sky. Do you want to break those cables real quick or what?
Well, you don't. That's the thing. There's no. The connecting part is the grid.
Oh, that is the actual. Oh, that's the cable. Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm just taking the grid off. I'll put it at the front instead. There you go. The places are no longer connected.
Okay. Awesome. Which means now I can do this. 103 blocks distance. And let's see if we can do the same dumb trick out there that we did back here. Let's say, do I have none of that? Make one of those. And I need, which one? Advanced processor, of course.
Wow, is there no equivalent to the dark cable in this?
Nope.
That's weird. For the first legitimate time I've ever wanted to use such a thing, it doesn't exist.
Well, maybe Mr. Raoul Verge will take the actual suggestion for, let's see, I don't think.
Maybe take it a bit better than the other suggestions.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, it's a situation where we need to keep making suggestions about the mod, and oh gosh, I keep hitting points where I just got a hiccup while I'm moving and I get stopped. Cable. I need one piece of cable.
Frankly, it's mostly a lost cause to me because I won't be using it for any direct thing if it can't handle the crafting appropriately.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, like in my pack, we're only going with one or the other, and we started off with refined storage. The question we have right now is, do we want to swap it now before the pack gets too venerated, or not? You know? Okay, we have wireless access out here. That was easy. Why am I going back? Let's say, I'm going to go put these back in the system. No, it's not the way that works. The server is not very friendly right now. I am getting a lot of... Put that back in. I'm getting a lot of lag.
The new furnace? What new furnace?
Oh, yeah, the new furnace. Hang on, come here. Psy wasn't out for 1710. It's a new mod for 190. 19X. Jeez. I'm getting these weird hitches every once in a while. Through here.
That is my world with Minecraft.
The new furnace.
Oh, right. Yes, the
Yes.
seared furnace.
The seared furnace.
I've heard of this thing, but I've not seen it in action.
It's nice. The weird thing that it took me a second. Somebody had to point this out to me. The tanks have to be on the corners. You cannot put them anywhere else.
Okay.
I don't know why, but
That is one super jumbo flame icon.
Isn't it? There is also a liquid storage that prevents liquid metals from merging into alloys. And you can put
Nice.
it's a tank that allows multiple fluids.
Yep, there was one not unlike that a while ago in a different mod. For pretty much this, well, an add-on mod. It was in.
Okay.
I think that was the one that was available in Tinker Steelworks. They had a tank that you could build that would keep this stuff apart. It was very handy.
So now what I'm thinking is,
And again, last time I made an automated smeltery, I had it with a load of little tanks. Like this, the smeltery would immediately drain into little tanks, and each tank was a different type of liquid metal, and that itself would drain into casting basins and stuff. The intermediary tank there being so that that it would empty out, so you could always pull it out the right thing. Because if you end up with a little bit of metal at the bottom that doesn't want to go anywhere, it will I don't know if that's changed now, but the behavior before was that the only metal that could be extracted
was the stuff at the bottom.
was the one at the bottom, regardless of filtering.
That is actually the way it is still.
Mm.
So now I can
You
go
still
up
have to
here,
have recirculation if you want to make a villager melt.
do that. There we go. What the heck? I did not pull out. Yeah, I'm getting some really weird. I don't want to say it's TPS, but I mean, it seems like it is. Good grief. That does empty real fast.
Told you it's got a lot of throughput now.
Yeah, no kidding. Go down here.
Vagrant Vision is still on, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Let me switch back to... I can't tell the difference. That's why we have the icon on the top left corner. Let me swap back to normal.
I was just thinking that, but I didn't actually say because I wanted to see how long it would take, and now you've ruined it.
No, I press the button and leave it there until somebody tells me otherwise.
Sorry, Cuts.
Okay. So, the Gourmaryllis does a really good job, even just with something as simple as wheat-based food. I'm trying to think of a way that we could have it so that it'll auto-craft a certain number and keep them in inventory, but I'm not sure if we can do that with refined storage. You know, always keep X amount of whatever.
Well,
I don't know if
could
that's
probably do the same. Depending on how the crafter is able to accept signals, it might be possible.
There is a detector block, but I mean, that's just detecting. I think that's just a.
No, you want a
literally
level emitter.
Yeah, it's just a level limiter or whatever.
Is there such a thing in this?
Constructor, external storage, destructor.
Looks like no.
Yeah.
Wow, that really, really breaks external crafting even more.
Mm-hmm.
That is really, really bad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like refined storage has a lot of limitations for the quote-unquote knockoff that it is. There's a lot of stuff. There's the relay, the interface, and the fluid interface.
So it's fine if you want to do normal crafting, but the moment you have any crafting that isn't crafted in a crafting grid, it just falls apart.
Yeah. You know,
And how many times can you say craft in a sentence?
7. Anyway, you know, Mr. Cuts, the last project you were working on was an AE2 powered auto crafting system for solar panels.
I know, but I'm falling asleep, so I haven't touched it.
Okay, so thinking Gourmaryllis. Right now, I'm thinking the best thing I could do. We don't have. I'm wondering if we could get what's the crafter thing? The crafter is the block you use in refined storage to export, or is it not export? How are you doing it up here? Whoa. Walks in waving to, hey, Sikander, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Also, hello, Ohanzi. Ohanzi, me too. The detector works like a level emitter. I think that is the block. But it's
Okay, so it does both. Or it could be, yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe we should have a look.
We could make one? I don't know. You're using the crafter, and you're aiming it at the solderer? Is that what's going on?
Yes, but there's the whole redstone mode and trigger auto-crafting a redstone signal thing. Using those settings, there may be a thing which allows it to, for instance, craft while redstone signal is on, and then... Actually, I need to see what export buses do.
I was thinking about making a... grinder, make a sag mill up here, and then point a crafter into it, so we could tell it, hey, anytime that we request flour, go grind some wheat.
Yes, that would work. For that, it would.
Okay.
Of course, you have to have a separate block, to receive the items, because it doesn't work like an interface works.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, the crafter doesn't accept items. You have to have somewhere for the items to go, unlike with AE, where the interface is both the input and the output. You have to have... here, the items are piped out into an interface because the crafter doesn't handle it, which I find supremely stupid.
Okay, so when you have the way that you have this set up, this crafter is set up with all of these patterns that go to the solderer, right?
Correct.
So this crafter gets the request, hey, make one of the things that you can make. Is it because it's plugged in via the interface that it says bring it to the interface?
No, because it's pointing at the block.
Pointing at the... Oh, is it really directional?
Yes, that's why these are pointing into nowhere.
But then you're pulling out the result into the interface.
Yes, interfaces act as passive import.
Okay, so what I'm thinking, I'd have to run some power up here somewhere. Actually, it's not very hard. I could do it. It would be easier over here. Let me look real quick. Nope, these are solid blocks now. Or, oh no, these are chiseled covers, sorry, for cabling. Okay. So, if I remember right, there's a power cable stack just behind this wall, which means, actually, no, it's not. Let's go look downstairs. Where's the cabling? Okay, first things first. I'm gonna... put that there. Let's do that. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we've got power down here and we got space down here. I could put a grinder right here and put a crafter aimed at it. We'd have to put an interface on the side.
Not necessarily, just somewhere for the items to go. Doesn't matter how they get back into the system, they just need to get back in for the crafting thing to be fulfilled.
Right, I'm just kind of thinking where we would send it. I could put a crafter right here, aimed at a sag mill right here, right? And then put the interface either here. If I put it here,
you'd only need one interface for this whole block of machines. You just need to pipe the items into it.
Right, okay, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see if we can do that. Hang on a sec. Grid.
And heck, it could be on the layer below, because those things can go in the same block as the conduits, the energy conduits, can't they? So,
wait a minute,
stuff like that. Well, the interface could be a block below, because you could just have the item thing coming out the bottom and then go into the interface and have, run an item cable along for all the things to be pulled out into the interface from however many machines.
That's true. We could put the interface, over here and then just pull out.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. As long as the thing gets back into the system, it doesn't really matter when.
Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. Health insurance is paying stupid insurance companies that wouldn't. What? Insurance companies got peeved because I decided not to renew my policy with them and go with another Medicare Advantage plan next year. So they forced the hospital to force my doctor to discharge early. That's sad, Seconder. Wireless RF from extra utilities is the easiest power for a sag mill. Well, that's the thing, though. We already have a line of power. We could do that, yes, but we already have
Power's not the problem.
power. Getting power to the machine is the least of our worries right now. Okay, I want an interface. Oh gosh, I need an importer, a basic processor, and an exporter.
Have you checked that? Is interface not one of the things I already put up?
I don't see it.
No, it is.
Do you want to make one real quick? I'm gonna go sleep.
I probably didn't because it was something which is so niche now.
Yeah, but we're actually gonna be using them.
Yep, not that many, and we don't have that many slots for crafting recipes.
Okay.
It might even be one that I've already done. Actually, no, considering what it is.
Importer, make me one exporter, please. And exporter. And I need a basic processor.
What mod is the wireless RF in?
That's extra utilities too. Well, wireless RF modules is talking about the nodes. That's from that is from extra utilities too. Technically speaking, though, you can do wireless power and Ender IO and a couple other mods. Think I gotta make the right thing. Yep, interface. Okay, so I got the interface somewhere. Let's see. We now need to make a crafter. Construction core, destruction core, 2 processors. Come on, server. I'm getting some major performance problems between me and ForgeCraft this evening.
Liam Tube is asking why you don't like to publish your mod packs at the technical launcher.
Oh, the tech. You mean the Technic launcher? The Techit people? The Technic launcher is a good launcher. It's not a great launcher. It's a good launcher. It has a lot of back-end problems. My bigger issue is that basically the Techit people, the Technic pack people, or the Technic launcher people screwed up about 5 years ago, and nobody will ever forgive them for it or ever let them live it down. So my first mod pack was on the Technic launcher, the AT launcher, and the my previous pack was on the Technic launcher, the AT launcher, and the FTB launcher. And nobody used it on the Technic launcher. It had the least numbers. It had single-digit usage and views, even though it was a public pack there. And they just don't have that big of a user base. Problem number 2 is that technically speaking, all launchers, other than the Curse launcher and the official Minecraft launcher, are bootleg. Technically speaking, they're not legitimate. The AT launcher breaks EULA rules. The multi-MC launcher, even though I love it, breaks EULA rules. Technic launcher breaks the EULA. Every single one does, except the Minecraft launcher, the official one from Mojang, or Curse. So it's complicated. That's the long answer. I need 2 of those. Some of these dumb little parts look exactly the same to me. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think it was VC2 on all 3. VC3 we just did on the AT launcher. And yeah, Ferg's right. It was a logistical nightmare trying to get them on all 3 launchers. Right now, I've got it on Curse because Curse is right now technically the only launcher that's actually playing by the rules. Curse is the only launcher that actually gets points and benefits for the mod authors that make the mods by people playing my mod pack. And that's a big deal for me also. And yeah, Seconder, if you go to extra utilities too, the nodes that you use to transfer items and transfer fluids, there's also a wireless RF upgrade. Okay. I need one of those. What else do I need for this? Machine casing. I'm trying not to overload this poor thing. There we go. Make this. And I need... I don't know. Let's do that. Glass. Really? Let's get some cobble. Cobble. There is a method to my madness. I would like to be able to go out to this storage system out here, request toast sandwiches, and have this do all of the steps. Grind the wheat into flour, get that flour, and cook it, and then basically combine. That's what I want to do, which means that I could request toast sandwiches, and we could keep some in the system at any given point in time. You just pull some out, drop it on the actual flour. We can make a auto dropper on a timer, so whenever you put stuff in there, it will drop it once every, let's say, safely 5 or 10 seconds. We could do 10 seconds if we wanted to be safe. And then you just basically let it automatically go. That's what I want to do for right now. Liam, if you say your curse launcher keeps going into offline mode, what you need to do in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see a little gear icon when you're just looking at the main page of the curse launcher. There's a gear icon in the lower left-hand corner. Right above that is actually a, let's bring on some bigger vision. Right above that is actually a bug. It looks like an insect. Click on that and submit a bug report and tell them, and they will actually get a hold of you. Because if it keeps going into offline mode, that's a problem. Let's go over here. And... oh, I was doing glass. That's right. Can't do anything until I get some glass going. Actually, leave that. How much sand do we have sitting around? Get a stack. Okay, we're going to put that there. Put this in the system. What the heck? Negative 600 RF per tick. What is going on downstairs? Let's get some redstone. And let's see. Has that network suddenly been disconnected?
Well, things are still on out here.
Yeah, we might need some more power generation now that we've expanded the yes, please. Expanded the decaf. Now that we've expanded the grid twice on this.
Yeah, the other thing is that you can put so few crafting recipes inside each full crafter. It's just like, why?
I tell you what, if you want to start crafting the actual AE2 system parts to replace this, then we can do a hot swap. But that means you're going to have to do the drives, all the cabling.
Oh, the other thing is it's just so much more awkward to lay out for storage and stuff. It would be a bit of a pain to rebuild the house around that.
Yeah.
Especially because you can't put covers around dense cable. Because it's the entire block in size.
Why are we still negative 300? system is using 741 hour redstone. Okay, I see one thing I need to do. Hang on. Let's do exporter. I need. I don't know. Let's do. 5.
Yeah, one network transmitter consuming 462 and one consuming 142.
Yeah. So let's do no generator.
Why don't we just like run some cable or something
Run some cable. What?
closer?
Well, I mean, okay, we can run some cable down to that new, down to the basement with the lava stuff. If you want to run a connection and disconnect the wireless, do you want to do
I
that?
mean, that would probably be a good idea because it's in the same chunk, pretty close.
It's straight down. Let's do.
Then again, the one that's the problem isn't the one that's costing. Isn't that one? Because it's the other one that's costing so much energy.
64. Of course, we need glass. What am I waiting on for the other things? I'm waiting on glass. Is my glass cooking yet? Yes, it is. I'll tell you what, this whole crafting chain can kiss my glass. The awesome thing is we can auto craft with lava buckets and it will fill it up. I think. Will it not? Okay, it won't, apparently. It did. Did we have 2 buckets worth of lava just sitting around? There we go. Okay. Grab this. Put that back. Grab this. Put that back. Exporters. What are we hung up on? Glass. Not enough glass. Okay. I gotta stop and catch up on. Okay, I like the curse launcher better than the others because I don't have to keep having to set up each mod's pack memory allocation. A good launcher should let you do it per pack or as across the board, and like the MMC one can, but whatever. Yeah. Begum is colorblind. Yes, that is correct, Gizbonic Acid. I'm completely colorblind. This is what the game looks like to me. I'll go back to normal for a while. Steve Blom says, okay, ditch my brother. What's Begum working on today? Cabling. Can we do that now? Holy quartzamoly. Okay, so now what we need to do, first of all, I need to make it day. Day's not going to make itself because we lose 160 RF per tick when it's not daytime. What on earth have you done to the emotes, Google? Poor cuts. Okay. So I'm going.
Brad's asking if it would be cheaper to use a transfer node to pick up the lava and pump it directly into the generator.
Technically speaking, it would require less power. Yes, we would have no storage and no accessibility of that storage up here. Because right now, it's nice that I could actually get a bucket of lava and then walk over to our now big lava-consuming furnace that I should probably honestly just stick some frickin' sand in and make glass. Before, we would have to go downstairs to get that lava. Now, we don't. So it would be nice to be able to keep that accessibility. I'm just not sure if that's going to be a thing or not. What I'm going to do... Get this. Is that a power? That has power there. So... Okay, I'm trying to think of where. Cable, run it here, run it here. Oh, that's useful. Thank you. Okay, there's water. Let's see, why can I not right click with my wrench? What the hell's going on here? I have not moved bits of this power grid. This goes over here. I'm trying to make sure I'm not accidentally disconnecting something. That's not even doing anything, so what I want to do is oh, this is wonderful. I'm blooding things. That's where that was. Okay. So I'm going to have to move it over a little bit. Hold on. I'm quite sure that screwed something up downstairs. We'll see. We basically have multiple problems that we're trying to tackle this evening, Mr. Blom. I was... Man. Okay, let's try it. Ugh. Let me go get some more cobblestone. Duh! Yep. Come on, server. There we go. Here is unfortunately what I'm going to have to do. Need to buffer this down a little bit. I'm above the ground. Minor technicality. Which means now if I do can't remember. Yes, I do. Okay, awesome. So now I'm going to... Oh, I don't need that there. I forgot. I just need that there because there is cabling hidden in there. Okay, so now we get this. Why is there? Let's see, why is there a broken block right there? That doesn't make sense. Cabling pretty much doesn't cost anything power-wise. Which means... if we do... Yes, break, please. I'm going to put that over there. We are going to get that back. There we go. So that now all cross connects. And if I wanted to, I could still grab a stack of redstone and put it in this one and generate a big chunk of power. Let's do TNT. Mr. Cuts,
New subscriber.
Ooh, Dave Upper, thank you very much for subscribing. Mr. Cuts, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Can you look at the main battery, that double stack one on the workbench, and tell me if it is power positive or power negative?
150 negative.
Really?
Yes. Reads approximately 150. It oscillates, but yeah, 150.
And it is daytime. Hey. This is making 180 RF per tick. No, that's not right. Oh, yeah, 180. This is 160, 10, and 10. Okay, that's all making 180. I was like, wait a minute, that's a 160 panel. Why is it making 180? That makes no sense. Okay, so now... This is... The usage on this has not gone down. There's 2 network transmitters. One is 462 on power. That's that remote one that's 100 blocks away, I bet. Which means I can already tell. My question is, why isn't it updating on the... Oh, it still has the network transmitters that are trying to link to... Okay, hang on a sec. This is dumb. Even if they don't have a valid location to go to, they still take power based upon their distance. That's kind of sad. Okay, 80 RS per tick. Your red shirt stands out so well while in Vagrant Vision. Thank you. This is actually a Flash t-shirt. Let's see. Want to know something? I'm playing VC3 while watching this. Cool, Liam Tube. Would you mind checking out my MC Mod Pack server sometime? I can wait as long as you need to. I appreciate it, but you have to understand, I get a lot of requests like that, so no promises. Also, don't care about promotion. Just want you to personally try it out. Yeah, don't forget you can also email me, vagram@vagram.com. That is my business email if you want to send me notes on whatever. Remember the transmitter you're not using from upstairs anymore at Brad Bat's Life. Yeah, it takes me a second sometimes, but it's still the fact that I bet if I hook this one up... Hang on a sec. I'm going to plug... Okay, I'm going to put one of these things down. No, that's the receiver. Hang on a sec. I want the transmitter. Let's put the transmitter down. Missing network card. It's got nowhere that it's going to, right? 50 RS per tick. No valid destination, and it's taking up 50 redstone. I mean, 50 redstone plugs. That's...
Currently, the battery's reading positive 287.
But it's going to start going down now.
Oh, yep, now it's negative 450.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is at one location, 462 RF per tick. Hold on. Let me know. What's it at now?
Negative... Ooh, hang on, it's shifting. Negative 30.
Now?
Positive 18.
18?
Give or take, around 20. It's about 18. Keeps fluctuating.
Okay. Hold that thought. Let's go downstairs. Hey, David Upper. I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks for asking. A little frustrated with all this nonsense right now, but hey, whatever. Let's put one there. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. Perfect. I need more exporters, but whatever. Okay. Get a bucket. And bloop, go get some lava. Fluid. Bucket, please. Oh, I got this backwards. Hang on a sec. Silly me. Hey, there's water there. Okay, that should be all of them, which means what I'm going to do is I'm going to do boop, boop. And then I need to request export. I need, hey, what do you know? Okay. Solving, that's not right.
What if you exported to a tank and then piped it to the gems? That would save RF and leave the lava available to the system.
Maybe? I'm quite sure that there are other better configurations than this out here. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants on what I think will work and what is coming to my poor addled brain at the moment. So those are all generating power, which means now do that. And I need more conduit. Nope, nope. Later. Nope, nope. Nope. Let's nope all the things. Put that there. Okay, so now in theory, these should be generating. How much do these generate? Usage 40 RF per tick. 40, 80, 120, 100 and wait a minute, that one was already there. 40, 80, 100. That should be 160 RF per tick extra now. And if we do a little bit of a booster on the redstone, we should be, I hope, fairly power positive now. Let's go look. Yep, there we go. And of course, we can go back to the old house and really give it a booster and a top off if we want to with some redstone. I mean, some ender pearls. Okay. Let's do this. Technically, if we were going to relocate this endergenic generator and keep using it constantly, we would have to expand our ender pearl farm because we're using ender pearls with it faster than we can actually generate them now via farming, because this refined storage system can eat so much power so quickly.
Well, I mean, that's because of the wireless.
Do what?
I mean, I imagine if a cable was run that same distance, it wouldn't eat nearly as much power.
I did run a cable that distance.
I mean, out to the
That one's disconnected.
thing.
This is using 84 RF per tick. It was using 700 when that one out there was connected.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is it's like it uses such a high amount of power. I imagine that attaching that via a cable wouldn't use anywhere near as much as that.
No, and I get that, yes. My big thing is, though, is that the more we use the refined storage system, the more power it's going to eat inherently.
Oh, yeah.
So it is getting harder and harder already to keep up with the ender pearl requirements for this base. Why are these segments not talking? Where's my wrench? Okay. It should be. Yes, I'm going to punch the floor out. I know there's axes. I even have one in my inventory. Thank you.
I do the same sometimes. The real ones when someone uses like a pickaxe to dig out dirt. It's why? Why? Not only is it no faster, but it double damages the pickaxe.
Yep. I absolutely never do that, ever. Okay, this is positive 500. Are we hitting the power max on the cables? I don't know. I have no clue. That is at least making positive power now. I think I could probably put some speed upgrades, but I would have to make another water mill, and that's something that I need to do. Hey, Greater C, what's going on? And Gazmonic says email sent. Thank you, Gazmonic. I have a charity live stream coming up on the, I think it's the 17th or the 18th of December. I cannot remember, but keep your eyes tuned. I'm going to be making an appearance on somebody else's live stream. They're doing charity fundraiser for, it's either Child's Play or some other charity. And I'm going to be showing up in their Minecraft stream on a Saturday. It's in a couple of weeks. Keep your eyes peeled. Also, before I forget, I'm going to be live streaming Saturday, as in the day after tomorrow. I'm going to start at noon my time. That is noon Central Standard Time. If you don't want to know what time it is where I live, just literally go Google what time is it in Texas. It will tell you. I kid you not. And yeah, I'm going to be starting a live stream on Saturday at noon. I'm going to be doing it from the test server with the new version of the Vagrant's Chance 4 mod pack. And I'm just going to be building and doing, and we're going to have guys step on and help and talk and hang out. And I am doing it as a fundraiser, but I'm doing it as a fundraiser for me because we need to pay bills. So it's December. December's hard. Greater C says it's power. Yes, I saw your comment earlier, Greater C, about how much more quiet your new tower is, or your tower is with the new PSU. And I'm glad you got it fixed. So, okay, maybe I can forget about power for a little while. Speed upgrade. Here we go. Let's do... Oh, I made some. Awesome. That means I just need one. I'll see you later, Donny Mims. Thank you very much for coming by. Asmoncat, you can get VC4. VC4 is out right now. You can go get it on the Curse Launcher. 1.0 dropped a day before yesterday. It is public. Watch this make it so I don't have flying power. It's going to be hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, gosh. TPS.
Plop.
Yeah, I'll be stuck down here. It'll be funny. Okay. Thank goodness for the sound muffler. That's all I can say. Okay. Whew. There we go. A day behind. What? Yeah, have a good night. Donny Mems. Eight hours ahead of Brizzy, Australia. Yeah. That would be, I think, early Saturday morning. Mr. Atomic Bomb's going to have to pipe in on that. Yeah, Mr. Wirewolf says that VC4 is one of the best 1.10.2 packs he's played, and he has played several. I will warn people, 1.10.2 does not have the performance that 1.7.10 did. It's worse. It's much worse. So, temper expectations. We literally have a hard limit that we're going to have to set on the size of this pack, and it's smaller than VC3 was. We have a kind of an arbitrary mod number limit that we don't want to go over, because if we do, performance is going to start suffering really badly. We've been very careful about putting that pack together.
15 minutes.
Thank you. PC4, I hear it has roots in it. Can't possibly be that good. Wait a minute. I got to look somebody up real quick. Hold on. I do believe. I knew. I thought I recognized that name. Son of a gun. Elucent, everybody, is the author of Roots. He's been secretly hiding in plain sight right there. No, Elucent's the author of Roots. That's why he's bagging on it. He's being smart, being clever. Yeah, Eric Cotier says, I don't have a box that can handle Minecraft right now. That is a problem. A lot of people are saying that 110 performance is harder to get smooth performance in 110 than it was in 1710. I would go back to 1710 and stay there happily the rest of my existence, because there will be new mods coming out for that. There is a community that still exists for that. But the majority of people want new, they want fresh, they want new Minecraft features. And I have to go with the majority because that's where my viewer base exists. So yeah. Okay, so we're at positive 300 and change. I do not want to do a wireless connection to that network over there. Maybe I'll run a cable and we'll see how bad the power cost is. Right now, we have 62 cable and it's taking up 0 RF. So it might be beneficial just to run a big old line of cable straight out there to that actual network. And I might just do that. Let me go over and check. As McCat says, I'm enjoying Roots a lot. Yes, Berg, he's a Ninja Modder. Oh yes, Elucent, while I have you here, I have a small thing that I would like to make a suggestion on. Let's clear the actual Akashic Tome. Runic Tablet, right?
Oh, yes.
This is horrible. I'm going to actually exacerbate it even further. This is my life. Welcome to Vagram Vision. I cannot stress how badly your book, A, needs to have the color correction. These need to be white lettering on a gray background, not gray on gray. Second of all, oh, wait a minute. Did he add tooltips?
Is there tooltips now?
Oh my God. He might have added tooltips. Where's the actual advanced? Here we go. Standing stones. He added tooltips. Oh my God.
Oh, thank goodness.
We can tell what things are now. This was the biggest complaint I had, is that so often you get these little shards. See, oak bark, wheat, oak. But this gray...
I mean, frankly, they're hard to tell apart anyway, whether you can see color or not in some cases.
But this is me with Roots, and up until very recently, apparently, we didn't have the tooltips, so I couldn't tell any of the bark slivers apart. Impossible. I had to go, Cuts, what's this? And he'd have to wait for it to load up on stream.
And even then, without tooltips, sometimes I was squinting and working out whether it was like acacia bark or whatever.
But this it's gray on gray on gray for me. And you need more contrast, man. Please. Please, I need more contrast in my life. Otherwise, love the mod. Keep doing what you're doing.
Just do a GL color before doing the rendering the text.
Whatever. Whoop, spiders. Bounce.
He says that darkening is not supposed to be there, and he's been confused as to why it's happening for a long time, and he can't consistently replicate it. I don't know which darkening he's talking about. I wasn't looking, but
I can't.
Gray text.
Yeah. This text is supposed to be. If you look, some of them, you have to find it, but there is some of these where it's white on a gray background and it looks great. But for some reason, I tell you what, Elucent, if you can do me a favor, pretty please, if you can join discord.vagram.com. We not only have a lot of smart people in our community, the League of Ordinary Gamers, we also have a lot of mod developers in our community, and I'm quite sure somebody would be more than willing to help you figure that bug out, because it would be a massive quality of life improvement for me, much less a lot of other people. So yeah, if you would be so kind, even if you don't hang out there constantly, Mr. Cuts hangs out there, TTFT Cuts. Let's all stare at Cuts.
Aye.
Exactly. We've got other mod devs like Atomic Blom does hang out there. Mr. Steve Blom, are you still in the audience somewhere? Lots of other people. That does not explain why it inexplicably works in single player, though.
You can't always catch things like that. I mean, it's never a good idea to just leave the color and assume that someone else has cleaned up. Always there will be other mods which get in the way, so just set the color before you do the rendering. It'll be fine in any situation. It's not going to be much of a performance loss. I mean, it's only one book that you're looking at.
Otherwise, I really do like Roots, and a lot of the things in Roots, there are different mechanics, different functions. It makes me think differently in how we're crafting. Like this altar setup thing, it took me a minute to read your diagrams, but once I figured out reading them and what symbols mean what, I really do like this actual burning incense thing, because you can burn incense, and since it goes for several seconds, you can use one batch of incense to craft an entire set of armor. You don't have to keep redoing it per item. So if you're prepared, you get rewarded for that. And I love stuff like that in mods. It's simple preparation too. It's not this super elaborate, hyper complex thing. It's very easy to do, and I really do like that in a mod. I'm going to... Okay, this is getting pretty bad. I'm getting some pretty bad latency here. I don't know if it's TPS, if it's my connection to ForgeCraft land or what, but things are no bueno. So yeah, I am going to be live streaming noon Central Standard Time, well into the evening. This is not just going to be a 2-hour live stream. This is going to be an all-day live stream. Well, let's say most of the day live stream. And I'm just going to do that. Actually, I think it's all topped off. That's hilarious. Okay.
Fixed, apparently.
Evidently, I'm already calling GL color. What? Oh, never mind. Fixed it, he says. Awesome.
Oh, I'm not the person to do a thing about properly making mods. I mean, I've barely made any that have been released anyway.
You have contributed to several, however.
I have done fancy stuff with graphics, if even though it was never brought out as a working mod. Specifically with books. So I know what I'm going on about with that, at least.
Let's put all of that stuff, all the editables. I'm thinking about making a... I'm still wanting to make that setup for auto grinding and whatnot. Let me see.
I'm just going to check. Is it just me, or are other people occasionally seeing like an incorrect frame in the video every now and again?
You seeing a green frame at random?
Yes.
Yes, that is actually OBS correcting a bug that is happening with capturing video in Windows 10.
Okay. All I need to know.
Yeah,
it's not me. That's fine.
It is literally a bug fix that's keeping my video card drivers from locking up. So every time you see that green,
cool.
Every time you see the green screen, that is a periodic. The video card drivers are fixing to freeze up, and OBS says no, and it resets it, forces a reset. That's what that is.
Okay, as long as it's not me. That's why I was just checking.
Yeah.
I don't need that kind of worry.
Evidently, GUI screen, pound sign,
yeah.
draw.
Sometimes it cleans up, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, yeah. I'm getting some more sand. There's some more glass. We've got this nice, swanky, new, big lava-powered thing. I'm just gonna make some glass in that. I do like this furnace. I think this furnace could be really cool for batch, like having a seared furnace, funnel some lava into it somehow, whatever, and use it for like charcoal and a tree farm. We're talking about that on Tuesday. All sorts of great stuff. Yeah, Wirewolf, I get into this point where I forget to update all that stuff until I get midway through my normal broadcast week. It's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I don't like changing that stuff during the days that I'm fixing the live stream. I wait till Friday and the weekend, and that's when I always put it off and forget. So tomorrow, what I'm probably going to do is sit down and update all the drivers, update OBS, and then it'll all get ironed out and fixed. So yeah, we are coming up on the 2-hour mark. Let's see. I do want to figure out a way to make auto crafting on request for food, but what I'm thinking is we do everything here, and then we get some storage, like we get some RF tools, storage units like these, the modular storage that we can have shared locations for, right? We get some of that, and we can get one chest that exists in 2 places, because we don't really have ender chests anymore, I don't think. Did we get a mod put in for that? We have vanilla ender chests, but you can't automate those. Ender bag and bagginses, no. Yeah, so what I want to do is basically make the equivalent of an ender chest, and I want to make it to where if we can figure out, maybe we can get the detector from Refined Storage to work and have it always keep, let's say, a half a stack, like 32 toast sandwiches. And then we'll eventually get some farms going where we can grow garlic and eggplant. We can pipe that into this main system and have it do the same thing for that. Always keep 32 or always keep 64 stuffed eggplant. And then you can just basically have that chest over there near the Botania setup. You open it up, you grab out whatever, and you could stick it in a timer-fed dropper directly over the Gourmaryllis. And that would be super simple to do. You just have to basically put the fuel in. And that's what I want to do. We're just not going to get that task done today. So, okay. I'm going to... Yeah. Let's reset that. Put it back to what I'm going to be working on next. And let's go to face cam real quick. Okay. And video is always a pain. All video cards are a pain. It's just how much of a pain at what given point in time. That's one thing I'm going to test with also this weekend. My friend Mallrat208 educated me on QuickSync by NVIDIA. QuickSync by NVIDIA is the equivalent of like video capture encoding or live streaming encoding. It's basically video encoding. It's the equivalent of NVENC by NVIDIA. It's hardware encoding, but there is a chip that's on all i5s and i7s, the newer generation i5s and i7s. There is a chip dedicated to that on the CPU that's not being used for anything else. So I'm thinking maybe about testing some of that this weekend and see if it can actually offload a little off the video card, because periodically my video card does start to run into some problems when I'm doing graphically intensive games and live streaming. Thank you very much, Wirewolf. So thank you very much, everybody, for swinging by this evening. Thank you very much, Mr. Cuts, for spending the evening with me.
I had no problem, even though I'm falling asleep. I'm sorry, I couldn't really do more.
Quick, somebody run over to the UK and pinch Mr. Cuts. Again, I'm not going to be live streaming tomorrow, but on Saturday at noon Central Time, I will stream until I fall over. And that is basically just going to be, I will probably do most of it's going to be VC4 stuff on the test server, experimenting, builds, maybe come up with some cool creative project that we could do, or semi-creative project like an office building or something. But we might take some breaks periodically here and there and do other stuff like, I don't know, maybe mini games, or we might do other games like Overwatch or Paladins or Warframe or other stuff. We'll see. But I'm going to start off with Minecraft and Vagrant's Chance 4 on the test server, and I'm going to go to a full over. So I'll see you folks later. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you on Saturday, bye-bye.